Hello and welcome to the summary of Kilimax Network Chapter Managing Discussion. My name is Jack Cockrell and this is the summary of the first building block of the business model generation canvas, and it is called the customer segments. Well, let me start by giving you a definition. The customer segments defines the different groups of people or organization an enterprise aims to reach or serve. This means that you have a type of customer that you want to serve. It may be different groups. It may be only one group, but this is the group you want to serve. You want to create some value to, and then you will channel those value to them, and in return they will pay you. So let's talk about this group that you're going to serve. First, let's talk about knowing your customer segment. Then we were going to talk about the empathy map. And then thirdly, create your avatar. So let's start with knowing your customer segment. Who is this person or this group of person you're going to serve? Well, I call it going down 3 levels. That means that we are going to go down to a very specific group, what is also called a niche group. And I say 3 levels down at least. Let me just give you an example that will be easier to understand. Let's say that you are in the clothing sector, meaning clothing, that may be a tailor, that may be something else, but this is just the broad market that you are in. This is the first level, the clothing market. Now level down, that may be that you manufacture uniform. This is the second level down. The third level down, maybe you doing this for hotels, maybe for hospital, maybe for something else. So now we have the third level. Let me summarize it a little bit. First level, clothing. Second level, uniform. Third level, for hotel. You may also, at third level, doing that for certain group of businesses. That may be you doing this only for the business who are over $1 million in turnover, in gross income. Let me give you another example. Let's say we are in the financial market. So that is the first level. Finances. Well, the second level may be accounting. Now the third level may be you're doing this accounting for businesses under 1 million gross revenue. Another level may be you're doing this for mechanic shops only, for tailor, for hotel, for something else. You can go a fourth level down, and that fourth level may be you're doing this only for African businesses who are doing under $1 million gross income. Now you see you have the finance, which is the first level. The second one is the accounting, and the third level maybe for businesses under $1 million gross revenue. And the fourth level would be for West African businesses only. You see, you can drill it down as far as you can, but the wrong thing to do is to say my business is for everybody, and that is the wrong thing to do. That's the wrong approach. You cannot be an accountant for everybody. If you're an accountant for everybody, you are an accountant for nobody. That is the reason a surgeon always makes more money than a generalist. You do not want to be a generalist. You want to select your customer segment very seriously. And also on our side, your segment, your group of customers need to have money to pay you. So I am assuming that you are targeting the group that had money to pay you. So this is the first part, knowing your customer segment. Let's jump into the second one, which is the empathy map. The empathy, not sympathy, but the empathy map. Now, the goal now is to turn your prospect or client into a real person, someone that you can really envision, you can see, maybe you can even have his picture. How do you know your customer? Well, first of all, you have to talk to your prospect or customer eyeball to eyeball. Visit him, ask him questions. Why do you have to ask questions? You want to find out two main things. The first one is their pain. Why they are not successful, or why they want your product. The second one is gain. We call it the pain and gain empathy map. You can also call it the pain and pleasure. So those two go always hand to hand. Pain and gain, or pain and pleasure. You have to figure out what the pains are, what the pleasures are. Well, let me tell you something. Pain is a much more motivator than pleasure. So you really want to drill into that pain. What do they think during their waking moment? What is bothering them? You need to enter the conversation they are having in their own mind. You need to understand the problem they are trying to solve. Now, here are a few things you need to really look into. What do they think, see, say, do, feel, hear? So all these things, when you are questioning them, you want to figure out what are they thinking, how do they see the business, how do they articulate their pain. So you go through all that. By the way, I just want to put it as an aside. If you look into the African Business Model book that you can find in africanbusinessmodel.com, the first part we gave a little bit of example there. You can see how we treat this part, the empathy map. You can also find that in KilimaxNetwork.com and click on resources, and there you have a little video that is showing you how to do this empathy map. Now let's go to the third level that I want to discuss, which is create your avatar. What is an avatar? Is a typical customer, your typical customer. So you need an avatar. Again, it is in the African Business Model book. Your avatar needs to have a name, an age. You have to describe his family. You have to describe his social surrounding, his pains and pleasures like we talk about, and also his social surrounding and everything in between. If you really know your customer, you really know his pain and pleasure, you can now manufacture the response, the desire of his heart, and in return you will get compensated. This person is the one who's going to make your business grow. This is the person you're going to serve. This is the person who's going to be your friend first. Then he's going to be your evangelist, meaning the person who's going to talk about your business. So you have to treat him very seriously. How would you treat a friend if you don't know who he is? So this is the word for you to go and do this first homework. Everything we talk about, knowing your customer, the empathy map, and create your avatar. Now it's your turn to go and do. This is Jack Cockrell. Until next time. Bye now.